Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream. We are back here yet again today, commentating our second game of the day. We got the Chicago White Sox and the Texas Rangers on deck here today. Thank you all for your support. In the previous game earlier today between the Chicago White Sox and the Texas Rangers, between the Seattle Mariners and the Cincinnati Reds. I was locked in there for a moment. Thank you all for your support in that stream. That was fun. But we're here again ready to start our next commentary of the day between the White Sox and the Rangers here today. So, going over these two teams and their lineups heading into this game, which is coming up in about 5 minutes or so. Leading off for your visiting Chicago White Sox, you got Sam Antonacci batting first. You have Munetaka Murakami batting second, Miguel Vargas batting third, Colson Montgomery batting fourth, Brandon Montgomery batting fifth. You have Chase Meadroff batting sixth, Andrew Benintendi batting seventh, Edgar Quero batting eighth, and then Tristan Peters in your ninth spot to round out your starting nine for the White Sox here. And then for your home Texas Rangers, you have Wyatt Langford leading it off. You have Justin Foscue batting second, Jake Berger batting third, Brandon Nimmo batting cleanup, Ezekiel Duran batting fifth, Cam Cauley batting sixth, Elias Diaz batting seventh, Alejandro Quena batting eighth, and then Nicky Lopez batting in the ninth spot here today. So those are your lineups here for both teams. Your starting pitchers here today, it is Anthony Kay versus Tyler Alexander on the mound here, dueling it off in today's commentary. You take a look at these two teams and how the last few games have fared for them. Again, this is a 3-game series that these two teams are facing off in. The first game was a 10-3 win for the White Sox. That was a pretty lopsided game. DeGrom was on the mound. Wasn't a thrilling game for the Rangers, but the White Sox did add on a lot of runs. 5 of them coming in the ninth as well. And then yesterday, on July 21st, the Rangers, I believe, took that game 10-0 was the score in that one. So, yeah, that was certainly a pretty interesting game, if I do say so myself. And then they meet again here today in the rubber match series to see who will win this series. So we'll see what happens with that. Wyatt going yard? Yeah, we'll see, bro. We shall see. But, yeah, I mean, against Anthony Kay, who doesn't have the greatest ERA this season, it's not impossible. So, yeah, all right, first pitch coming up here in just a moment. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. We're 5 subs away from 80 subscribers as we grow this little baseball channel here. So hit that like button down below and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. And we'll get started here with this ball game in just a moment. Okay, just figuring everything out here. Making sure everything's all set and good to go here on my end. Got the White Sox stuff up. All right, but I got about a minute or so until we get started here with the first pitch coming up in just a moment. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for your support in the previous commentary today between the Reds and the Mariners. That commentary did pretty well. Just making sure everything's good here on my end really quick. All right, looks like we're all good. Okay. Need to transfer some money really quick. Sorry, guys, trying to do something here super quickly. Take just a second. Okay. Where is my Venmo? All right, there we go. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Making sure I'm all caught up here. All right, I think I'm good. I think we're good to go. All right, it looks like we are set to get started here tonight in this matchup between the Texas Rangers and the Chicago White Sox. It should be a fun game here tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button down below if you're new as well. All right. There we go. That's all done. All right, taking the mound here for the Chicago, or for the Texas Rangers to get this one started. It is Tyler Alexander coming out of the bullpen here. Alexander certainly had a pretty eventful season. I think today's a bullpen game for the Rangers. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Alexander, 42 innings pitched. 2.79 ERA. He's got 38 strikeouts in those 42 innings pitched. This is fourth game as the opener. I believe it is going to be a bullpen game today for the Rangers. So that is interesting. Due up here for the White Sox to start this one out. We got Sam Antonacci, followed by Munetaka Murakami and Miguel Vargas coming up here now in just a moment. Taking the swings, getting all repped in and ready to go. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. All right. Okay, looks like we are set to go here and get started with this ball game. Sorry, guys, I was trying to figure something out here on my screen that was acting up. Okay, looks like I got it fixed. Okay. It is the rubber match between these two teams in the Chicago White Sox and the Texas Rangers. Taking the plate is Sam Antonacci as we get ready to start this ball game here in a matter of moments. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. First pitch coming up here in a matter of seconds, and it's going to be up high for a called ball. 1-0 here to get things started. Antonacci, 282 batting average. He's got 7 home runs, 30 RBIs. He's third among MLB rookies. 1-0 pitch is inside. 2-0. This White Sox team has been very impressive this year. I got to say, like, they're a team that I've really enjoyed following this season. 2-0 pitch. That's in there for another ball. 3-0 here for Alexander to get this started here. 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. And that's in there for a called strike, 3-1. No swings from Antonacci. I mean, again, when you're up in a 3-0 count, you can take a couple pitches. 3-1. Alexander delivers. And that's in there as well for a called strike. 3-2 count. This is our first time commentating these two teams in Watch with Nordic Baseball history. Again, this is only our 12th all-time commentary of baseball. Full count here on Antonacci. And the pitch is fouled away. 93-mile-an-hour sinker there on that ball. We'll be live for 2 more commentaries this week. None tomorrow. We'll be live on Friday for 2. First one's at 4:10. It is It is Rockies Brewers, followed by another White Sox commentary later on Friday. That'll be White Sox Astros to open up that series. Full count pitch. And that ball is hit over to short. The throw is going to be in time. And there's one away as Nicky Lopez completes that play. 1 out here in the top of the first as we see Munetaka Murakami take the plate. Munetaka Murakami has been one of the more impressive rookies here this season. He's batting .233 overall. He's had a good season despite missing a lot of time. And the first pitch here from Alexander is going to be a ball. It was on the outside. Munetaka has no home runs in his last 8 games since returning from the IL. Next pitch is a check swing, and he did not go. 2-0. He might have went on that. 2-0 pitch, and that one is fouled away. 2-1. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you all for your support on the clips that were uploaded today earlier. Two balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. That is just on the strikeout zone. It's going to be called a strike. Count is now 2-2. ABS challenge here from Murakami. I think he got this one wrong, if I'm being honest. I don't think that this was a... Oh, did he? Did he challenge it? Why did it say that they challenged? Maybe that was just me. I thought it said on the screen that he challenged it. Never mind. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. First strikeout there of the day for the Rangers pitchers. And there's 2 outs. This will bring up Miguel Vargas to the plate here now. Vargas batting .247 this year. First pitch there on Vargas. That is in the zone for a strike. Count is now 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That is just below the line. 1-1. Count is 1-1 here. With 2 outs. And the pitch. That is below the line. 2-1. 15 pitches here for Alexander. Two and 1 count, 2 outs, no runners on, and the pitch. That's right down the middle, strike 2. 2-2 count, the pitch. And that is a high fly ball over into left field. Running out to make the catch. Wow, what a play in left field by Osuna. He gets the out. And that'll do it here for the top of the first. Oh, man, what a catch. Led to the bottom of the first. Rangers 0 and the White Sox 0 as well. What a catch. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Due up here for the Rangers is going to be Wyatt Langford, followed by Justin Foscue and Jake Berger here to lead things off for the Rangers in this bottom of the first inning. Again, hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. We are about 5 subs away from 80 subscribers, 25 subs away from 100. So trying to get to that. That was the goal by the end of the MLB season, was to get to 100 subscribers on the channel. But the channel's been doing pretty good. So just going to keep putting the work in. All right, back here to the bottom of the first. I mean, yesterday it was an absolutely insane day for the Rangers offense. They put up a lot of home runs. They put up 10 runs overall on the White Sox to win the second game of the series. We'll see how the offense is today. But leading it off is going to be Wyatt Langford. Langford batting .282 this season, followed by Justin Foscue and Jake Berger to lead out the starting 3 here for the Rangers today. On the mound for Chicago is Anthony Kay. And he'll be the pitcher that I assume eats the most innings today. 93 innings pitched, .424 ERA, 76 strikeouts. He uses his fastball the most out of all of his pitches. He's also got the sweeper, the cutter, the changeup, and the slider that he utilizes as well. Langford will take the plate here as we get ready for the first pitch from Kay, and it's going to be down there for a ball. Call is now 1-0. .286 on the year for Langford. Here's the 1-0. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1. Four-seam fastball on that play. Langford, .286 batting average, 11 home runs on the year, 27 RBIs. In his last 9 games, he's batting .324. He's been great recently. 1-1 pitch is down low. Now 2-1. Two balls, one strike. And the pitch. That is a high fly ball over into right field. It's got some distance and caught in right field by Montgomery. It looked like it had a lot of room and distance, but Montgomery was able to get under it and make the catch at the warning track. There's one away. Braden Montgomery, by the way. I know there's 2 Montgomerys. This will bring up Justin Foscue up next here. Justin Foscue batting .233 this year. First pitch from Kay. That is hit over to third base. Good play there, and the throw by Vargas is in time. And there's 2 outs. Ump hesitated there a little bit. Here comes Jake Berger up next. Jake Berger batting .247 on the year. We'll see what magic he can do here. Again, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream down below and subscribe if you are new. We are 5 subs away from 80. First pitch from Kay. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1. primarily a hockey channel. If you go look in the description, I have a hockey channel with 7,500 subscribers, but I've been doing some baseball streams on the side for fun. K delivers, swing and a miss. They're on Burger. Count is now 0-2. K up to 7 pitches here. He's trying to strike out the side, and then swift order. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. 1-2-3 goes K. That was not hard at all. We will head to the top of the second. We're through 1, and we're scoreless. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Leave a like on the stream as well. It would be greatly appreciated. Due up here for the White Sox in the top of the second inning. It's going to be Colson Montgomery, Braden Montgomery, and Chase Meadroff, who will lead us off to get this one started. No hits, no runs so far for either side. All right, there we go. There we go. Oops. Wrong button. All right, top of the second coming up here in just a moment. We'll be live on Friday. Friday is going to be Brewers and Rockies, followed by Astros and White Sox. So White Sox fans, fortunately for you, we do have another White Sox commentary coming up later this week. All right, back here now for the top of the second. No runs, no hits through that first inning. It was a very fast first inning as well for both sides, if we're being honest. As we get ready here for the top of the second. Due up for the White Sox, it's going to be Colson Montgomery, Braden Montgomery, and Chase Meadroff here to start things off. Elias Diaz is reaching 10 years of MLB service time today. Wow, congratulations to him. All right, Colson Montgomery will take the plate here now as we get ready for the top of the second. No runs, no hits in that top of the first inning. Alexander's going to stay in the game. He's got 17 pitches. His first pitch here on Montgomery, that's a fly ball over into center field. Going back and making the catch is second baseman Justin Foscue. And there's one out. This will bring up Braden Montgomery up next. Braden Montgomery batting .234 on the year. Apologies if I mispronounced some of these names. I wouldn't put it past me. First pitch from Alexander, that is outside for a ball one. Yeah, Elias Diaz. 10 years in MLB service today, so I would expect for him to hit a home run or do something today, because that's usually what happens. 1-0 pitch. That's up high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch. That is fouled away. 2-1. Take a look at these two teams and their records. The Mariners lost today, so the Rangers can gain some more ground in the AL leader spot with a win today. Two balls, one strike. The pitch. That is fouled away. Two and two count. here on Braden Montgomery. Two balls, two strikes. No runners on, one out. Alexander delivers. And that is outside. Full count here now on Braden Montgomery. Just caught the whiff of the outside. Full count. Montgomery taking a second here. And he'll step back into the plate. 3-2 pitch. That is hit foul. If he just let that go, that was definitely a ball four. Warming up in the bullpen for Texas, it's Cal Quantrill. Right-handed pitcher. Again, today is a bullpen game for the Rangers, I believe. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is outside. Ball 4 for Braden Montgomery. That'll put a runner on with 1 out. Coming up now is Chase Meadroff up next. Meadroff batting .269 for the White Sox this year. First pitch here from Alexander, that is in there for a called strike. 0-1. Meadroff, .269 batting average, 7 home runs on the year, 32 RBIs. Alexander up to 26 pitches. Here's the 0-1. He bunts over and foul, so that'll be a strike, 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. 1 out, runner on first. Alexander delivers. And that is hit foul. At-bat's going to stay alive here for a little bit longer. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hey, the crowds in these streams keep getting better and better. I'm very happy with that. Seems like we're having more and more people watch each stream. That makes me happy. Keep putting the work in. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is down low. 1-2. Yeah, 29 pitches for Alexander here. I imagine even if he gets this out, he's probably being taken out of the game in the next AB. I could be wrong, though. 1-2 count. The pitch. That is outside. It gets away from Diaz. Running around second is Montgomery. Diaz didn't know where the ball was when it slipped away from him. And Diaz was able to run all the way over to third base off of that wild pitch. It's now a 2-2 count with 1 out and a runner on third. Yeah, that pitch deflected off of the ground and off of the glove of Diaz, and then he had no idea where that ball went. He kind of stumbled off of the umpire. He was like, where'd that go? And Montgomery was able to run all the way around second and over to third. 2-2 pitch. And that is hit over into left field for a base hit. It's an RBI single for Chase Meadroff. Montgomery's going to score. And off of that wild pitch from Alexander, the White Sox have taken a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. All of a sudden, a walk on first base turns into an RBI single, and the White Sox have taken the 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Alexander still in the mound against Andrew Benintendi. First pitch is a swing and a miss. 0-1. Benintendi, .242 batting average. All 10 of his home runs this year have come against right-handed pitchers. 0-1. That is fouled away. No balls and 2 strikes. Count is 0-2. And the pitch. That is grounded over to short. The throw to second is in time. The throw to first is also in time. It's a double play. Rangers get out of it, but an RBI single from Chase Meadroff makes it a 1-0 lead for the White Sox as we head to the bottom of the second. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Leave a like on the stream as well. Due up here for the Rangers, it's Brandon Nimmo, followed by Ezekiel Duran and Cam Cauley, who we are guaranteed to see in this inning for the Rangers. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Leave a like down below and subscribe if you are new. I would imagine that Tyler Alexander's day is done. Again, obviously, we talked about it. We're certainly going to have a bullpen game here for the Rangers. All right, back here in Texas, the RBI single from Chase Meadroff made it a 1-0 lead here for the White Sox heading into the bottom of the second. Let's see what the rest of the Rangers order has in store for us. Brandon Nimmo due up here first. Nimmo this season is batting .268. He'll hit a first pitch foul. 0-1. Only an 8-pitch first inning there for Anthony Kay. Nimmo, .268, 39 RBIs, 10 home runs. He's batting cleanup today. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is outside. 1-1. One ball, one strike. And the pitch from Kay. And that is hit over to shortstop Chase Meadroff. He'll make the easy play. Or second baseman Chase Meadroff, sorry. And makes the play. There's one out. Still learning everybody's position, guys. My bad. There's one away. Here comes Ezekiel Duran now up to the plate. Duran batting .268. First pitch from Kay. That is just on the inside for a called strike. Oh, and 1 pitch. Check swing. He definitely did not go on that play. And the call is 1-0. Or 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the second. 1-1 pitch to Duran. That is just below the line. It is called a ball. Two and 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Two balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Kay delivers. That is hit over to shortstop, and the throw is in time. And there's 2 away. This will bring up Cam Cauley up next. Cam Cauley batting .267. First pitch is fouled away there on Cauley. Count is 0-1. 17 pitches for Anthony Kay. Solid outing here so far, but then again, it's only the bottom of the second. 0-1 pitch is up high. 0-2. Or sorry, or no, yeah, 1-1. Not 0-2. What am I saying? What am I saying? Off my game today. One pitch is just on the line. It's called a ball. No ABS challenge from the White Sox. I thought it maybe just caught the width of the strike zone, but regardless of that, it will be called a ball. 2-1 pitch. That is up high. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Okay, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count here now. Three and 2 is the count here. And the pitch. That is hit high in the air over to right field. It is out of here! We are tied! Cam Cauley solo home run. And the Rangers tie it up. First home run of the year for him as well. Two-out home run. That was a missile. Solo home run for Cam Cauley, and he gets the Rangers on the board. First pitch here for Diaz is outside, 1-0. First career home run for him. Really? Another one. Next pitch is hit by Diaz all the way into foul territory. Count is now 0-2. Is it 1-2? 1-2. First career home run for Cam Cauley. Congratulations to him. That's the second time we've commentated a player's first career home run. That's awesome. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2 is the count. Sorry, it was 1-1 previously. One ball, 2 strikes. Apologize, I had the count wrong. Okay, trying to get out of it here before he allows anything more. And the delivery. Swing and a miss. He got him. The Rangers have tied the game off of Cam Cauley's first career home run. We will head to the top of the third. It is tied 1-1. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. I would greatly appreciate it. We'll head to the bottom of the, or top of the third here. Coming up. It is a tied ball game. Hit that like button down below. Again, we are 4 subs away from 80 subscribers. That is the goal here for today. Taking a look at the other scores around the MLB, the Dodgers are beating the Phillies 5-3. Pirates and Yankees are tied at 0 apiece in the top of the 7th. Twins are beating the Guardians 7-4 midway through the 6th. Blue Jays and Rays are tied at the top of the 6th. Braves are beating the Padres 1-0 in the middle of the 5th. Orioles are currently beating the Red Sox in the top of the 5th in that second game of a doubleheader. And then the Tigers are tied with the Cubs 1-1 in the bottom of the 2nd. And the Marlins and the Astros are also tied in the bottom of the 2nd as well. And those are the other games going on in the MLB as of right now. No late night games on deck. Otherwise, I would have tried to do a triple header. But no other games on deck today, so we just got 2 today. But hey, nothing wrong with that. I'm having fun. You guys are having fun. We're all having fun. All right, back here for the top of the 3rd. Congratulations to Cam Cauley on his first career MLB home run. And I'm sure the fan who caught that ball is going to get a little bit of a care package. Usually when you get a ball like that of such milestone. Coming onto the mound here for the Rangers. Again, it is a bullpen game. It's going to be Cal Quantrill. 50 innings pitched this year. He's got a 3.93 ERA and 31 strikeouts. First pitch here on Cuero, that is outside, 1-0. He's known for utilizing his sinker the most out of all of his pitches. He's got a 28% cutter as well. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Alexander started out the game today. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. 1-1 pitch. That is a fly ball over into center field, going back and caught by Cauley there in center field. There's 1 away. Had a lot of oomph, had some oomph on it, but obviously not enough. Led to the bottom of the White Sox order here in Tristan Peters. Tristan Peters batting .289 this season. First pitch is just above the line. It is called a ball, but we're going to get an ABS challenge here from Diaz. I think this did whiff the... This did catch a bit of the strikeout zone. Yes, it did. Good challenge there from Diaz. And the count is now 0-1. Here's the pitch. Check swing. He did go. 0-2. This is commentary stream number 12 here on the channel. We've done 12 of these now, which is absolutely insane. In fact, we've done that many already. 0-2 pitch. And that is fouled away. Add that, we'll stay alive. And I mean, hey, the streams are getting better. The numbers are getting better. I mean, like, that's all we can really be happy with. And I'm happy with it, honestly. No balls, 2 strikes. Quantrill delivers. Check swing. Oh, he hit it over to second. The throw is in time. I don't know why I thought he didn't hit that. 2 outs. As we'll head back to the top of the White Sox order now, Sam Antonacci is up next. Antonacci 0 for 1 today, had a ground out previously. Thank you all for tuning in. Leave a like on the stream and subscribe down below if you're new. Again, we're trying to get to 80 subscribers here. First pitch is up high. Count is now 1-0. Or no, they called that a strike? Wow. ABS challenge here from the White Sox. Yeah, that is absolutely a ball. Jesus. I don't know how you call that a strike. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. That is grounded out over to first. The throw over to Quantrill is in time. He'll complete the play. And that'll do it here for the top of the third. We're moving through this game relatively quickly. We are through 2.5. 1-1. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. I would greatly appreciate it. Due up here in the bottom of the third. It's going to be the bottom of the Rangers order. It'll be Alejandro Osuna, Nicky Lopez, and then we'll go back to the top of the order and Wyatt Langford coming up here in just a moment. All right. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, bottom of the third coming up here now. One hit, one run for both teams. Coming into the game, Alejandro Osuna, who is batting .187 this year. K back on the mound here for the White Sox. Clipping the Collie home run here and going to make that into a commentary clip in a moment. First pitch from K. And that is on the outside, 1-0. Osuna, 1 home run this season, 21 RBIs. 1-0 pitch. That is in there, called strike, 1-1. One is the count, the pitch. High fly ball over into center field, running to make the play. He can't get there in time. Is Peters. It's going to be a single for Alejandro Osuna. And there's one runner on with no outs. This will bring up Nicky Lopez up next. Lopez batting .289 in the 9th spot for the Rangers this year. First pitch is bunted away. K will make the throw over to first. They get 1 out. As advancing to second is Osuna. Lopez going with the bunt play there. We'll head back to the top of the Rangers order here now with 1 out. It is a sacrifice bunt. And it looks like we're going to have a trainer come out here to second base and check out Osuna. Looks like he might not be feeling too good. Ooh, looks like he is hurting a little bit, yeah. Yeah, he's done. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Looks like he's stretching himself out here a little bit here. Looks like running off of this play and sliding over to second. He didn't exactly, or he did something. He didn't even slide. Must have hurt his foot or something. Hope he's okay. Looks like he's going to stay on second, though. Wyatt Langford coming up to the plate. Langford 0 for 1, had a flyout. K up to 30 pitches here in this inning. Here's the 0-0. And that ball is hit over to third base. Unable to advance is Osuna. The throw to first is in time. And there's 2 away. We'll go back to Jake Foscue up next. Foscue 0 for 1. He had a ground out. All right. Making sure everything's good on my end. Checking. My computer's acting up. First pitch. And that ball is grounded over to third base. The throw. Oh, he couldn't control it. Vargas could not get that ball on his hand clearly. Dropped it a little bit. Everybody is safe. Runners in the corners with 2 away. We'll see what this is scored as. I believe this is probably going to be an error. Nah, it's going to be a single. Never mind. Everybody is safe. With runners in the corners here now. 2 outs. And it looks like we'll have a mound visit here. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We are 4 subs away from 80 subscribers, so trying to get there here tonight would be greatly appreciated. Channel's been doing great. All right, Jake Berger is going to come up to the plate here now. With runners at the corners and 2 outs. First pitch from K is outside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. That is hit over and foul. Count stays 1-1. Berger's going to get a new bat here. .34 pitches for K. It looks like off that pitch, Berger kind of... He hit it off the middle part of his bat. Middle and thinner part. Rangers are 9 for 16 in this series with runners in scoring position. They're batting essentially nearly over 500 in that remark. 1-1 pitch. That is hit foul. 1-2. I mean, Berger and the Rangers can really open things up here. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. White Sox get out of it despite giving up 2 hits. They hold them to no runs. We'll head to the top of the 4th. This game's moving along fast. It is 1-1. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Leave a like on the stream as well. Be greatly appreciated. Due up here for the White Sox. It's going to be Munetaka Murakami, followed by Miguel Vargas and Colson Montgomery. Just 2 hits in that inning. All right, we'll see who comes into the game here for the Rangers. Get the Cauley home run into a clip. Over. That is hit. Oh, I gotta go record it again. All right, top of the fourth. First pitch. They're on Murakami. That is in there for a called strike. 0-1. Quantrill still on the mound. Oh and 1 is down low. 1-1. High in the air. 3-2 is the count. Murakami 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the pitch, that is down low. 2-1. Quantrill 12 pitches here today. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. He kind of whiffed that one on the foul. Kind of tipped it a little bit, but regardless of that, it's still a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes here on Murakami. And the delivery is up high. 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is hit high up in the air and foul. So the at-bat will stay alive. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. 3-2 is the count. And the pitch. That is up high. Ball 4 for Munetaka Murakami. That'll put a runner on with no outs here in the top of the 4th. And we'll head over to Miguel Vargas up next. Vargas 0 for 1. He had a fly out in the first off of that phenomenal catch from Osuna in left field. First pitch is fouled away. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Quantrill to pitch. That is inside. 1-1. $18 pitches here for Quantrill, which I believe I'm saying that right. 1-1. That is down low. 2-1. Let me know if I am pronouncing these names wrong. I wouldn't put it past me. Again, this is like my first time commentating some of these teams, so I may not like get these guys down very good, so I wouldn't put it past me. 2-1 pitch. That is popped up high in the air in the outfield, or in the infield, and coming in to make the play. And there's 1 away. We'll head to Corson Montgomery up next. Who is due up? First pitch on Montgomery, that is on the outside. 1-0 is the count. Montgomery 0 for 1. He had a pop out. 221 average on the year overall. Next pitch is fouled away. 1-1. One ball and one strike. Here's the pitch. That is down low. 1-2. Two balls, one strike. Next pitch is down low, 3-1. Sorry, I made it the wrong count. Screwing up today. There's Brandon Nimmo. Three balls and one strike. With one out here in the top of the fourth. Murakami on first. Walking him can make things very interesting. And trying to pick off Murakami. He's unsuccessful. Three balls and one strike. And the pitch. That is up high. Ball 4. It is back-to-back walks. That'll put runners on first and second with only one out. And this will bring up Braden Montgomery to the plate here up next. Got to wonder if there is a change for the Rangers on the mound coming up. They may want Quattro to get out of it here. First pitch on Montgomery. That ball is hit over to short. The throw to first is in time. The throw to second's in time. The throw to first is unable to be completed. And the Rangers only get one out on that play. Runners at the corners with two outs. Sorry, I said first by accident. I meant to say second. Weren't able to complete that double play. Montgomery had enough speed. Runners at the corners here now. It's going to bring up Chase Meadroff up next. Or Meadroff. Let me know if I'm saying that right. It's possible I am. It's possible I'm saying it wrong. Meadroff at the RBI single in the top of the second to make it a 1-0 game for the White Sox. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Again, it feels like there's been a ton of situations like this here in this game already. 0-1 pitch. That is just below the line. 1-1. One pitch. That is hit over into right field. Another base hit for Meadroff. Murakami's going to score. And over to second is Montgomery. It's another RBI single for Chase Meadroff. The White Sox have regained the lead. It's 2-1. Two runners on with two outs here now. Andrew Benintendi's coming up to the plate. But regardless of that, it's an RBI single yet again for Meadroff. Here comes Benintendi yet again. He's 0 for 1 today. He hit into the double play in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch. That is way up high. Count is now 1-0. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Leave a like down below and subscribe if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. 1-0 pitch. That is hit into center field, and it'll drop in for a hit. Running around third is Montgomery. He will score. And another RBI single, this time for Benintendi. It's a 3-1 ball game for the White Sox. Runners at second and third yet again, and Benintendi gets on the board. 3-1. Two walks and two singles here in this top of the fourth. We're going to have a mound visit here. I think they want him to get out of it. That's why they're not putting in another pitcher. Quantrill up to 31 pitches here in this ball game. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We will be live again on Friday, commentating Brewers Pirates, followed by White Sox and Astros. So we get the next two White Sox games on deck to commentate. It's pretty cool. Here's Cuero, who flew out in the top of the third. First pitch is a swing and a miss. 0-1. We need Langford. Got to get to the bottom of the third. Or bottom of the fourth first. 0-1 pitch. That is up high. 1-1. One ball, one strike. And the pitch. That is up high. 2-1. Score is 3-1 White Sox here. In the top of the fourth, 2-1 pitch. That is up high. It just barely catches the strike zone. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes with two outs. Cuero the pitch. That is up high. Full count. Full count here for Quantrill. It's not over yet. A ball will load the bases. A strike will end things. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Three and two is the count. Two runners on, two outs. Quantrill pitch. That is fouled away yet again. Three and two is the count. "38 pitches. He's trying to get out of it. He delivers. That is outside. A bases loaded Ball 4 with 2 outs, and the 9-hole hitter, Tristan Peters, coming up to the plate. Things could get interesting here. Peters, first in batting average amongst AL rookies. First pitch, that is outside, 1-0. Game was moving along relatively quickly, but this top of the 4th has been taking a while. 31 pitches in this inning for Quantrill. And the next one, swing and a miss. 1-1. Here with the bases loaded. Peters, 288 batting average. Warming up in the bullpen is Robbie Alstrom for the Rangers. One and one count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That is outside. 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike here now. That is the count. And the pitch. That is hit high and foul. Going over to make the catch and successfully completing the inning. That'll do it. White Sox lead the bases loaded, but regardless of that, they scored 2 runs. RBI singles from Chase Meadroff and Andrew Benintendi make it a 3-1 ball game. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. It is 2-1. Or 3-1, not 2-1. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. That 4th inning took a while, but we are now ready for the bottom of the 4th. Coming up here now in just a moment. Due up, it's Brandon Nimmo, followed by Ezekiel Duran and Cam Cauley coming up. All right. Three and two is the and the pitch. And the pitch. That is hit high in the air over to right field. It is out of here. We are tied. Cam Cauley solo home run, and the Rangers tie it up. All right, back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. The White Sox, with back-to-back RBI singles, make it a 3-1 ball game here as we get set for the bottom of the 4th. Brandon Nimmo here up to the plate now. He'll throw a first pitch ball. On Nimmo there is K. Tie it up. All right, back here for the... Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. We're 5 subs away from 80 subscribers. There's a base hit there for Nimmo into right field. And that'll put a runner on with no outs. And the tying run here now coming up to the plate. And Ezekiel Duran. See if the Rangers can bounce right back and just tie this game right up. But it may not be that easy. First pitch, swing and a miss. Got him there on that play. Count is now 0-1. Duran also 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Oh, 0-1 pitch. That is hit over into right field. This is a base hit. It'll bounce off the wall. Running around second is Nimmo. He's being told to stay at third. It's a double for Ezekiel Duran. Runners at the corners with runners at second and third. Sorry, I don't know what corners are apparently. With no outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Suddenly things just got interesting. Here's the rookie Cam Cauley coming up to the plate here now. Cauley just picked up his first home run earlier in the night. So we'll see what he has in store here now. First pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 0-1. Again, hit his first career home run in his previous at bat. He's batting .290 this year. He's got an .887 OPS overall. That was also his first RBI of his major league career as well. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That is a swing and a miss. Now 0-2. Okay, up to 42 pitches here. I mean, again, Cauley is the go-ahead run here at the plate right now. No balls and 2 strikes. That one is off the ground. I believe Cauley just got hit by that. He did. Hit by pitch. The bases are loaded with no outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Oh, man, a hit by pitch. It just bounced off his foot. That'll put runners on first, second, and third with no outs. Coming up to the plate is Elias Diaz. Celebrating 10 years of service in the MLB. Anthony Case hit 19 batters, the most in Major League Baseball. First pitch is outside. It would be a hell of a moment for Elias Diaz to do what we're all thinking here. It is 10-year anniversary of being in the MLB. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. That ball is hit foul. Did I see the Red Sox win 15 games in a row? Yes. Yup. 15 wins in a row for them. They're losing 5-1 right now on the top of the 7th, though, so their run may be over. But they were on a phenomenal run. Ball tipped off his foot. Hopefully Diaz is okay off that play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases loaded. Bottom of the fourth. No outs. And the pitch. That is down low. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That is hit over to third base, softly running home and scoring is Nimmo. But out at first is Diaz. That is a sacrifice hit for Diaz. And the Rangers are on the board here in the bottom of the fourth. It's 3-2. Put runners at second and third with 1 out. You'll take that. You will absolutely take that. Coming up to the plate now is Alejandro Osuna. Tying run on third Go-ahead run on second. It was a double play. Oh, I didn't even realize. It was a double play. Why did I not realize it was a double play? I am stupid. Holy crap. Runner on second. They must have got him at second. I must have not seen that. How did they not get him at second? Or they must have... Yeah, they... Oh, he did touch third. I kind of lost that with Nimmo scoring. Double play, but at least they got a run out of it. So this is the go-ahead run here at the plate. Sorry, guys. I'm new to commentating baseball, and I don't know what's going on half the time. Swing and a miss. No, yeah, that's just a poor mistake by me. Count is 0-2 here on Osuna. It is what it is. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Okay, he's going to take a second here. Oh, and 2 count with 2 outs. Okay, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Rangers get 1 and respond back to pull more within the lead. We are through 4 innings. White Sox 3 and the Rangers 2. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Leave a like on the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. We are 5 subscribers away from 80 subs. Due up here in this top of the 5th inning, it's Sam Antonacci, Munetaka Murakami, and Miguel Vargas as we are back to the top of the order. I'm assuming that Quantrill is going to come out of the game here. And we're going to see a new pitcher come in for the Rangers. If I had to guess, I don't think Quantrill is going to come back for this 5th inning. Wasn't a good 2nd inning from him. All right. All right, back here in Texas, getting ready for the top of the 5th, coming up here in just a moment. Maybe they aren't doing a pitching change. They are not. Quantrill's going to stay in the game. Interesting. 43 pitches for him. 30 of them, or like 40 of them, came in that inning alone. First pitch there on Antonacci. That is outside, 1-0. 2 groundouts for Antonacci overall. 1-0 pitch. That is hit foul. 1-1. Again, would like to thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. I would greatly appreciate it. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That is on the line. Called strike, 1-2. More commentaries coming your way on Friday. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is outside. 2-2. Two pitch. That is hit over to first base. making the play and the throw over to Quantrill, who'll complete it. And there's one out. This will bring up Munetaka Murakami up next. Murakami is 0 for 1. He had a walk. In the top of the 4th. First pitch from Quantrill, that is in there for a called strike. Pretty much on the line. 0-1. 0-1 pitch. That is hit foul. 0-2. One out here in the top of the 5th. The 0-2 pitch. That is way up high. 1-2 here now is the count. Kind of surprised they kept him in the game, if I'm being honest. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. Murakami goes out swinging. First strikeout, I believe, for Quantrill here today. And there's 2 outs. That'll bring up Vargas up next. Miguel Vargas is 0 for 2. Had a fly out and a pop-up. First pitch there for him is just outside. 1-0 is the count now. Quantrill, 53 pitches. He was struggling. Seems like he's having a much better 5th inning here. Here's the delivery. That is up high. And a 2-0 count. Vargas 0 for 2 today. The majority of the hits that have come from the Sox offense have been from the bottom of the order today so far. And the pitch. That is hit high in the air to center field. Coming in to make the play is Colley. He'll make the catch. And that'll do it here for the top of the 5th. 1, 2, 3 go to the White Sox. We are officially at the halfway mark of the ball game. White Sox 3 and the Rangers 2. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Due up here in the bottom of the 5th is going to be Lopez, followed by Langford and Foscue. I believe I'm saying that right. All right, let's get that Colley clip uploaded. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. I don't know why. This game's moving by really fast for me. At least when I'm watching this. It feels like it's moving by super fast. Could be just me, though. All right, bottom of the 5th. First pitch from K there on Lopez. That is hit foul. Call is now 0-1. Lopez tonight had a sacrifice bunt. Here's the 0-1. That is a swing and a miss. Or no. Thought he swung. I wasn't looking. Not fully. 1-1 count. One pitch. That is up high. 2-1. Two and one pitch. That is hit over into right and caught by Murakami. He comes out and makes the play from first base. And there's one out. We will head back to the top of the Rangers order here now with Langford coming up to the plate. A lot of you guys said you wanted a Wyatt Langford home run. We'll see if you get your wish. First pitch, swing and a miss. Langford is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Oh, 1 pitch. That is up high. 1-1. 56 pitches for Anthony K. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. Count is now 1-2. .57 pitches for Anthony K. 1-2 is the count. And the delivery. That is off the ground. Count is now 2-2. Ooh, I just got like a sharp pain in my finger. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here on Langford. And the pitch. That is hit foul. At bat stays alive. At least for now. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out, 2-2 count. The pitch is outside, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Full count pitch. That is hit over and foul. On deck is Berger. Or on deck is Forskew. Sorry, not Berger. Foskew. Whoa, he hit that ball high and foul. Oh my goodness. Way high and foul. 3-2 pitch. That is fouled away yet again. Langford just staying alive. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is outside. Ball 4. ABS challenge here from Langford. It looks like it was called a strike. Langford is very confident that this is not a ball. As he should be. This is not a ball. Or this is not a strike, sorry. This is not a strike. Yep. That's a ball 4. That'll put Langford on first with 1 out, bringing up Justin Foskew here up next. Foskew is 1 for 2 today. He had a single earlier in the game. You have any games I'm doing tomorrow? No games tomorrow. I will not be live tomorrow. I am going to a baseball game of my own tomorrow, actually. First pitch on Foscue, that is up high. It is called a strike. Another ABS challenge coming here from the Rangers. Again, I think they got this one right. That is back-to-back balls that were called strikes by this ump. And yeah, that's a ball. Count is now 1-0. One ball, no strikes. One out in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the pitch. That is inside. 2-0. K up to 65 pitches here in this ball game. Foscue 1 for 2. Got a 277 average now. What is it? Why does his average that much lower? Here's a high fly ball over into left field, and there to make the catch is Antonacci. Staying at second is Langford, and there's 2 outs. I think Foscue's batting average is wrong. Did I screw up his batting average heading into this game? Don't think that's right. Oh my God, everybody's average is screwed up. I think I had it off by 1 for most of them. Oh man, I'll have to redo that in a second. Here's Berger. He's 0 for 2. Pitch, swing and a miss. Count is now 0-1 there for him. I'll fix that in a moment, guys. I apologize. I didn't realize that their averages were off. Making a lot of errors today, aren't I? 0-1 pitch. That is inside. 1-1. One ball, one strike. Here's the delivery. That is off the ground. 2-1. Anthony K up to 69 pitches here now in this ball game so far for him. And the pitch that is hit over into left and foul. And that little kid just got a foul ball. All right, just fixed up their lineups, or just fixed up the batting averages. I don't know why they were all screwed up like that. Fixed them up. Count is 2-2 here on Berger. 2-2 pitch. That is down low. 3-2 count here on Jake Berger. Langford is on first with 2 outs. Three and 2 pitch. Fouls it away. Warming up in the bullpen for the White Sox is Jordan Hicks. So this may be K's last inning. Hasn't been a horrible game for him, but it could turn ugly here pretty quick. And Berger hit that ball into his knee. Ooh, that's got to hurt. Hopefully he's okay. Full count in the bottom of the 5th. 2 outs. And the pitch. That is outside. Ball 4. That'll put runners on first and second with 2 outs. And the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo, coming up. And it looks like we'll have a mound visit here quickly for K. Haven't been writing this down on my scorecard over here. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Two outs, 2 runners on. Brandon Nimmo. Tying runs at second. Go-ahead run is at first. Nimmo 1 for 2. He had a single in the 4th. First pitch from K. That is hit foul. Call is 0-1. Two outs. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. Count is now 0-2. Oh and 2 is the count. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Okay, up to 75 pitches. He delivers. That is off the ground. 1-2. Man. Ball off the dirt there on that play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Check swing. He did not go. 2-2 is the count now. Nimmo nearly went on that play. Almost. He hesitated. Two and 2 count. 2 outs. And the pitch. That is up high. 3-2. Here for K. Oh, man. "28 pitches this inning for him. He just can't get that final out. Full count. Nimmo's going to take a second. So is K. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. Swing and into second base, and the throw is in time. Well, that will do it for the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 walks for K. I believe his day is done. We'll head to the top of the 6th. It's still 3-2 White Sox. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. I would greatly appreciate it. No hits in that inning for the Rangers, despite having 2 runners on. Due up here in the top of the 6th for the White Sox. We'll go to Colson Montgomery to get things started, and we'll see where it goes from there. Been a good game. I've enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. We are 4 subs away from 80 subscribers, so every sub counts and is also greatly appreciated. All right. Colson Montgomery coming up. He is 0 for 2. Sorry, 0 for 1. He had a walk and a ground out. All right, coming into the game here for the Rangers in their bullpen, Jacob Junis, who has 36 innings pitched, a 2.75 ERA, 28 Ks. Rangers have been able to get some good innings out of their pitchers for the most part. Again, Quantrill went 3 innings. Alexander went 2 innings. First pitch on Montgomery that is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Final numbers from Quantrill: 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, 3 Ks, and 1 strikeout. Or 3 walks and 1 strikeout. Next pitch is inside, 1-1. Coming up on Friday, we got Brewers, Rockies, followed by White Sox and Astros. So for the White Sox fans in the chat, fortunately for you, we do have another White Sox commentary coming up on Friday. That'll be it for a while. I don't think we'll be live again until next Thursday, I believe. We're only going to have like 2 commentaries next week. Unfortunately, I would love to do more, but sadly it's not possible. I am away most of next week. 1-2 pitch. That is in there. Strike 3. And Junis gets Montgomery out striking. Well, the first Montgomery, that is. Now we'll head over to Brandon Montgomery. 1 away here in the top of the 6th. I don't know what it is. I know we're coming up on 2 hours, but this game just feels like it's going by so fast. First pitch from Junis. That ball is hit through the line and a base hit there for Braden Montgomery. It'll be a single, and that'll put a runner on with 1 out. Coming up to the plate now is Chase Meadroff, who is 2 for 2 today. He's got 2 RBI singles. He's batting .273 on the year. He's got 7 home runs. His batting average is spiked up. It was .268. It's .269 to start the game. First pitch from Junis. That is up high. 1-0. Montgomery will take a second here. 1-0 pitch. That ball is hit through the gap and a base hit. Running over to third is Montgomery. He'll get there in time. It is another single for Chase Meadroff. And he's got his 3rd hit and 3rd single of the night, with Benintendi coming up to the plate. Runners are at the corners here now with just 1 out. Back-to-back hits for the White Sox. And suddenly things just got really interesting. Here comes Benintendi. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He had the RBI single in the top of the 4th. First pitch is on the line there for a called strike, 0-1. Score is 3-2 White Sox. Trying to add some insurance to their lead here. Benintendi hits one into center. This is going to drop in for a hit. Running around second is Midroth, and that is an RBI single for Benintendi. Yet again, the bottom of the order is getting it done for the White Sox. Runners at the corners with one out still. This time it's 4-2. Wow, these guys are getting it done. Now Benintendi with two. It's been singles. It's just all been singles. Every hit for the White Sox today has been a single. Here comes Edgar Cuero. First pitch is up high. 1-0. Runners are still at the corners here with just one out. Score is 4-2 Chicago. Cuero the pitch. That is hit foul. 1-1. One and one count, the pitch, swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Change up. Edgar Cuero 0 for 1. He's got a 185 average now. Next pitch is outside, 2-2. Can make things interesting here. Two and two pitch. That is hit foul. At bat stays alive. A little longer. White Sox 5, 6, 7 hitters tonight have combined for 6 for 8. 3 runs and 4 RBIs. I mean, they've been phenomenal tonight. Midroth, Benintendi, and Cuero have been awesome. Or sorry, Montgomery, Midroth, and Benintendi have been awesome. 2-2. That ball is hit in the air over into left field. Coming in to make the play is Osuna, and the throw over to home. And everybody stays put. 2 away. As we head to Peters now at the very bottom of the order. Peters is 0 for 2 today. With a ground out and a bunt. See what he can get done here. Junis up to 15 pitches here now. And the pitch. That is fouled away. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That is below the line. 1-1. Runners at the corners. 1-1 count. And the pitch. That is foul. Count is now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Runners at the corners. And the pitch. That is outside. 2-2. Bottom of the order here. 8th and 9 hitter. 0 for 4 tonight so far. They haven't been able to knock any more batters in. And the pitch. That is outside. 3-2. 20 pitches for Junis this inning. Hasn't been necessarily great for him. Full count here on Peters. And the pitch. Hit into right field, going back and making the catch is Brandon Nimmo. That will do it here for the top of the sixth, but the White Sox add on some more insurance and make it a 2-run lead as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Coming up. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Coming up in this inning, it's Ezekiel Duran, Cam Culley, and Elias Diaz here for the Rangers. 4-2 lead for the White Sox. Subscribe down below if you're new. It would be greatly appreciated. We are 4 subscribers away from 80 subs. Trying to get there here today. But if not, that's okay. Gonna keep putting the work in. Commentary stream number 12. All right. Perfect. Just making sure everything's good on my end. I think K is going to be done for the game. Yes, he is. Jordan Hicks is coming into the game for the White Sox. K's final line, 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 balls, or 2 walks, not 2 balls. 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. Or, sorry, 4 strikeouts. What am I saying? There we go. All right. Jordan Hicks on the mound here for the top, or for the bottom of the 6th. First pitch there on Duran is in there for a called strike. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That is hit high in the air over to right field. Going back. It is foul. Had that been over a little bit more, it would have been a fair ball. And out of here, most likely. Jordan Hicks on the mound, 27 1/3 innings pitched, 32 strikeouts. He's got a 3.62 ERA. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is off the dirt. Call is now 1-2. We'll be live Friday. Rockies, Brewers, and White Sox, Astros. Got plenty of games coming up before the end of the baseball season, though. 1-2 pitch is up high. Count is now 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here's the delivery. That is outside. Full count here on Duran. Three balls and 2 strikes. Full count here on Ezekiel Duran. Looks like we have a tarps off section starting. 3-2 pitch. That is fouled away. Didn't look like a big tarps off section. Well, the people in it were kind of big. Sorry, that's rude. Three and 2 count. Here's the delivery. That is hit foul yet again. Duran staying alive. Three and two count. And the pitch. That is hit high in the air. It is in the infield. Murakami coming out to make the play and not making the catch is Edgar Cuero. He couldn't get it on his glove entirely. It deflected off of him. That's going to be an error. And getting the first base successfully is Ezekiel Duran. Or no, it's foul. Never mind. He'll stay alive in the at-bat. No, he keeps on going. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away over into right field. This is actually foul. Thought it might have been fair for a moment. Nope, it's foul. Duran staying alive here with a long pitch count here on this play. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. 100-mile-an-hour four-seam. There's one away after a lengthy at-bat. This will bring up Cam Cauley, who hit his first career home run today. Congratulations to him. But you're not done yet. He had a hit by pitch as well. First pitch is just on the outside. It's caught a ball. Count is 1-0. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch hit over to third base. And the throw by Vargas is not in time. Murakami couldn't get it clearly. Another error for the Sox. And that'll put Cauley on first base, as Murakami could not clearly get that ball in his glove. This will bring us back to Elias Diaz, celebrating 10 years in the MLB today. That play is being scored as an error for the Sox. First pitch there for Diaz is a pop-up over into the shallow outfield. Coming in to make the catch is Brandon Montgomery. And there's 2 outs. So because of that, Hicks is not responsible for Cauley on first. Here's Alejandro Osuna. 1 for 2 today with a single. Rangers aren't far out of it. Again, he's the tying run here at the plate. First pitch from Hicks is up high, 1-0. One and 0 count. Hicks delivers. That is just down low. ABS challenge here, it looks like, from Cuero. I don't think he got this one right. I'm pretty sure this is a ball. I could be wrong. Yeah, no, that's a ball. White Sox lose one of their ABS challenges. I'll give him the fact that it was close. Counts 2-0. 2-0 pitch. That is on the line. That is a strike. 2-1. Two and 1 pitch. That is fouled away. 2-2. Osuna representing the tying run. Two balls, two strikes. Two outs. Here's the delivery. That is fouled away. At bat stays alive for a brief moment. Two balls, two strikes. The delivery is hit over to Hicks. He'll complete the play to first, and that will do it for the bottom of the sixth. We're through 6 innings here. The White Sox lead the Rangers 4-2. We'll see what the 7th has in store. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We're going to head back to the top of the White Sox order here. Sam Antonacci is going to come up to the plate, followed by Munetaka Murakami and Miguel Vargas to lead us off here. Again, not a... feel like, again, I know we're at like 2 hours and 15 minutes here on the stream, but feels like this game is so fast. I don't know why. All right, we'll see if Junis stays in the game. I doubt it, as the White Sox come up here yet again. I'm going to say he comes out. All right, back here for the top of the 7th coming up. 4-2 lead for the White Sox. Here comes Sam Antonacci. He is 0 for 3. He's got 3 groundouts today. First pitch from Alstrom, who comes into the game today. And that is a foul ball. Alstrom, 16 1/3 innings pitched. He's got a 6.06 ERA, 12 strikeouts. Not the numbers you really want to hear. Next pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-2. Final stat line for Junis, 1 inning pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, no balls, 1 strikeout. No walks. I don't know why I keep saying balls. 0-2 pitch. That is just below the line, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is hit over to short. The throw is in time. And there's one away. Here comes Munetaka Murakami. That is 4 groundouts today for Antonacci, if I'm correct. Murakami is 0 for 2. He struck out twice and has a walk here today. First pitch from Alstrom on Ohtani. That is going to be a ball. 1-0. Again, we'll be back on Friday. We got Brewers, Rockies, followed by White Sox and Astros. So 2 White Sox commentaries this week. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Murakami does have a run today. 1-1 pitch. And that's in there for another called strike. 1-2 here now is the count. One and two pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. The bat trick. 3 strikeouts for Munetaka Murakami here today. And there's 2 outs. This will bring up Miguel Vargas. Again, the first 3 batters here for the White Sox, the first 4 batters are hitless today. The majority of the hitting from Chicago has come from the middle of their order. Swing and a miss there on Vargas. Count is now 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch is outside. Count is now 1-1. One pitch. That is outside as well. 2-1. White Sox looking to gain more ground on the Yankees with a win today. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Count is now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 7th. 2 outs. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. 2 strikeouts for Alstrom. We'll get our 7th inning stretch in. It is still 4-2 White Sox. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Hit the like button on that stream as well. It'd be greatly appreciated. Due up here for the Rangers. It's going to be Lopez to start things off. For some reason, I thought the White Sox were batting again. It's going to be Lopez to start, followed by Langford and Foscue. We'll see if we get more than that, though, obviously. Up to 2.5 hours here commentating. The game between the Reds and the Mariners was only 2 hours, 45 minutes stream time. So this game's definitely going to branch over to that. The longest commentary we ever did was Giants-Rockies. It was about like 2 weeks ago. It was 3 hours and 52 minutes of stream time, which is insane. I don't know how we're going to get back to that again. And that game was only like a 4-3 game. A lot of bases loaded instances in that game. A lot of pitching changes. The 9th inning was like 45 minutes alone. Looks like Grant Taylor's coming into the game for Jordan Hicks on the White Sox end of things. All right, back here post the 7th inning stretch. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe if you are new down below. We are 4 subs away from 80 subscribers. Would love to hit that here today. But if not, that's okay. I know I'm rhyming with that. I know. First pitch there from Taylor is directly down the middle on Lopez. That'll be a strike. Taylor this year, 2.74 ERA, 67 strikeouts in 49 1/3 innings pitched. Here's the 0-1. That is on the line. 0-2. Lopez 0-1 today. He does have a sac bunt. .327 average overall in the year for him. And the pitch. That is a swing and a miss and a strikeout there for Nicky Lopez. That'll be one away here as we head back to the top of the order and Wyatt Langford. Again, some of you guys were saying that Langford's going to get a homer. We'll see if you're right this time around. Foul tip on Lopez as well. First pitch on Langford. That is just on the inside. It's called a strike, 0-1. Looked like it might have missed a little bit, but no challenge from Langford. 1-0. That is down low, 1-1. Langford with a walk. He's 0 for 2. 11 homers on the year, 27 RBIs. 1-1 pitch. That is just on the line. Called strike, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Here on Langford. Taylor the pitch. That is off the ground. 2-2. Two and 2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts for Grant Taylor here in this 7th inning. He strikes out Langford. Here comes Foscue. Rangers have not had a hit since the bottom of the 5th. Or the bottom of the 4th, sorry. When they had the bases loaded. White Sox have had a 1.73 ERA to their bullpen in the last 10 games. That number's only going down. First pitch on Foscue, that is up high. Count is now 1-0. Pitching arsenal for Taylor. He uses his 4-seam. 99 mile an hour he can get up to on it. And there he does, 98. But it's above the line, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch. That is up high yet again. 3-0 count. ABS challenge here from the Rangers. They called that a strike? Yeah, that was up high for sure. Yeah, that was miles up high. 3-0 is the count. Successful challenge for the Rangers. I was gonna say, what are you doing there? That is not a strike. 3-0 pitch. That is on the line. That is a strike. 3-1. Foscue with a single. He's 1 for 3 today. 3-1 pitch. And that's in there for a called strike. Full count. No runners on, 2 outs. The pitch is in there for a called strike 3. ABS challenge here. I don't think Foscue got this one right. This is a strike. At least in my opinion. Yeah, that's a strike. Rangers lose their ABS challenge and they go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Or the 7th, sorry. We will head to the top of the 8th. The White Sox still lead 4-2. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. Due up here for the White Sox in the top of the 8th inning. It'll be Colson Montgomery, followed by Braden Montgomery and Chase Meadroff as well. No hits, no runs there for the White Sox in that inning. And I think Taylor may get a second inning with the way that he just pitched. But we'll see. All right, coming up here for the top of the 8th in just a second. It'll be the middle of the White Sox order that comes up. The 4th, 5th, and 6th batter. Peyton Gray is coming into the game for the Rangers. They are on to their 5th pitcher. Final line for Alstrom, 1 inning pitched. 0 hits, 0 runs, 0 walks, 2 strikeouts for him. Here comes Colson Montgomery. First pitch is below the line. It is 0-1. Called a strike on that play. No ABS challenge. Gray this year, 35 2/3 innings pitched, a 3.53 ERA and 38 strikeouts. Can I do the tarps off? You guys don't want to see that. Next pitch, that is in there for a called strike as well. Call is now 0-2. Montgomery with a walk today. He is 0 for 2. He struck out in his last at-bat. He's up to a .221 average. 24 homers on the year. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is just below the line. ABS challenge here from the Rangers. They did not get this one right. This is a ball. This is absolutely a ball. Yeah, he got that one down low, and Diaz is a little frustrated on that play. Rangers lose both their ABS challenges here. So no more challenges for them unless we go to extras. But to do that, they need to get some runs here. 1-2 pitch. That is hit over to first base, and completing the play is Gray, and there's 1 out. This will bring up Braden Montgomery. Braden Montgomery here with 1 away. In the top of the 8th, he is 0 for 2 as well. Or, sorry, 1 for 3. Why did I say he's 0 for 2? He's 1 for 3. A single, or, no, 1 for 2. What is happening? He is 1 for 2 with a walk. I can't read my own scorecard. First pitch. That is hit over to first yet again, and completing the play yet again is Gray. And there's 2 away. This will bring up Meadroff. He is 3 for 3 today. He has been awesome. Oh, there's a tarps off section here in the Ranger Stadium. It's not a big one. Well, it kind of is. They're all going nuts. All right, Meadroff coming up to the plate here now. 3 for 3 today. He's got 3 singles. I think all of them RBIs, too. He's been awesome. The tarp's off is in such a weird section. Major off 3 for 3 today. They keep showing this tarp's off. They showing fat kids, bro. First pitch is in there for a strike. Oh, and 1 pitch. That's in there as well for a called strike. 0-2. Major off 3 singles, 2 RBIs. He's up to a 275 on the year. Keeps bumping it up. 0-2 pitch. That is fouled away. Stays alive. One ABS challenge remaining for the White Sox. Rangers have used up all of theirs. Oh, and 2 pitch. That is hit foul. Major off being aggressive here in this AB. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Gray. That ball is hit into center field. It'll drop in for a hit. He's 4 for 4 today with 4 singles. Unreal. Chase Meadrov batting 1,000 in live commentary streams. Here comes Andrew Benintendi, who is 2 for 3 today. With a runner on first, 2 outs. And the pitch. That's right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch is outside, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And the delivery. That is hit foul. 1-2. One and 2 pitch, 2 outs. Meadrov on first. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. He got him. Gray gets out of it. Meadrov improves to 4-4 on the day. Rangers will get back to work and trying to cut down this lead some more. Heading to the bottom of the 8th. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Leave a like on the stream as well. Due up here for the Rangers, it'll be Jake Berger, followed by Brandon Nimmo and Ezekiel Duran. How did Montgomery go? How did the first one? Yeah, they both grounded out. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. We are 4 subs away from 80 subscribers. We are on the road to reaching that milestone. All right. I'm assuming we'll have a pitching change for the White Sox. Maybe Taylor stays in for another inning. He did strike out 3. Could try that out. We'll see. All right. Bottom of the 8th coming up here from Texas. And Taylor will take the mound yet again. First pitch there on Berger is up high, 1-0. Taylor struck out the side in the 7th inning. Looking to do so here in the 8th. He'll face Berger, Nimmo, and Colley. 1-0 pitch is outside, now 2-0. Again, Berger 0 for 2 today. He does have a walk, but struck out twice before as well. 2-0 pitch, that is grounded over to first, and the play is made by Murakami. There's one away here in the bottom of the 8th. Here comes Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo is 1 for 3. Has a single, but also a line out and a ground out as well. Warming up in the bullpen for the Rangers is Jacob Latz. I'm assuming he will pitch the 9th. Taylor delivers. That one is just on the inside. Count is now 0-1. I think that ball was on the outside, but the Rangers can't challenge. 0-1 pitch. That is up high. No check swing. Count is 1-1. One ball, one strike. And the pitch. That is hit foul. 1-2. One and two pitch. Fouled away. One ball and two strikes. Here's the delivery. That is fouled away yet again. One ball, two strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Fourth strikeout for Taylor. In the 1 2/3 innings he's pitched. Here comes Ezekiel Duran. Duran 1 for 3 today. First pitch. That is fouled off. 0-1. And my other computer is going to die now. No balls and one strike. Next pitch is fouled away. 0-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. The Rangers' offense has been stifled by the red-hot White Sox bullpen. 0-2 pitch with 2 outs. That is up high. 1-2. One ball, two strikes. And the pitch. That is up high yet again. Basically the same spot. 2-2. Two and two pitch. That is on the line. Called strike 3. That is 5 strikeouts for Grant Taylor. And we will head to the top of the 9th here in Texas. It is 4-2 White Sox. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. I would greatly appreciate it. Due up in this inning for the White Sox. It's the bottom of their order. It is Edgar Cuero, Tristan Peters, and then Sam Antonacci as we head back to the top of the order here for the White Sox. Coming into the game, I believe, for Texas is Jacob Latz. So he will come in for Peyton Gray. He will be the sixth pitcher we see for the Rangers. Got a lot of a lot of stats I got to put into the all-time stat sheet after this. That's for sure. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, this is our 12th commentary of Watch with Nordic Baseball. Here comes Jacob Latz into the game here. He's got a 1.57 ERA in 46 innings pitched. 47 strikeouts here heading into the top of the ninth. He'll try and hold things down for the White Sox. First pitch is hit up high and foul. Oh my god. Sorry guys. 0-1 pitch. That is fouled away. 0-2. Can't believe you just said that. Oh man. Cuero 0 for 2 today. He has a walk and 2 flyouts. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is up high, 1-2. One and two pitch. That is a foul ball, and I believe Diaz got caught by that. Cuero is making sure he's okay. I think Diaz has got a smile on his face. He kind of got taken out by that. Hopefully he's okay. Ooh. Ooh, that got him right beside the nuts. Ooh. That has got to hurt. Hopefully he's okay. That has got to hurt. Looks like he's all right. Cuero even came up and was like, "Oh man, you okay?" 1-2 pitch. That is off the ground. 2-2. Cuero is just getting beat to death here in this, or Diaz is just getting beat to death in this at bat. And in this game, he took a ball to the foot earlier. Two and two pitch from Letts. That is grounded over the third. The throw from Duran is in time. And there's one out. Here comes Peters. The 9-hole hitter here in Tristan Peters. He is 0 for 3 today. He has a bunt, a ground out, and a fly out. First pitch is bunted away. Running over to first base is Peters. He does not get there in time. And there's 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. This will bring us back up to the top of the order. Sam Antonacci, who is 0 for 4 today. Oh no, we have a pinch hitter here. Randall Grichuk is coming into the game. Randall Grichuk batting .250 this year. He'll come in for Antonacci in his spot. First pitch is up high for a ball. Yeah, Antonacci, not a pretty game today. 0 for 5, all groundouts. I guess it's better than all of them being strikeouts. One ball, 1 strike is the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Counts now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, that is popped up foul. And away. Lights up to 12 pitches here in this inning, trying to get out of it here and send his team to the bottom of the 9th with only a 2-run deficit. 2-2 count. Here's the delivery. That is fouled away. Grichuk staying alive. That sounds like a hockey name. I hear that and I'm like, that's such a hockey name. Two and 2 pitch. That is swing and a miss. He got him. Lights goes 1, 2, 3 as we will head to the bottom of the 9th. And a last chance for the Rangers to come back. White Sox going for the win here. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. I would greatly appreciate it. Due up here in this bottom of the 9th inning, at least as of right now, it is Cam Cauley, Elias Diaz, and Alejandro Osuna. We'll see if somebody comes out of the game or something. If there is a pinch hitter, which there could possibly be. We'll see. I assume we're going to have somebody else come in for the White Sox. I don't think they're going to have Taylor come in, but I could be wrong. Taylor did pitch 2 innings. He had a really good though. 2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. He's consisted over half of the White Sox strikeouts today. All right. All right, let's get ready for the bottom of the ninth here from Texas. A matchup between the White Sox and the Rangers, and coming into the game, replacing Grant Taylor is Brian Hudson. Taylor had a phenomenal 2 innings pitched there, 5 strikeouts. First pitch for Hudson on Cauley, that'll be a called strike. 0-1. Cauley had the home run earlier in the game. Oh, 0-1 pitch. That is outside. 1-1. Coming up on 3 hours of commentating here. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the stream during that time. It is greatly appreciated. 100 views on this stream. 1-1 pitch. That is hit foul. Now 1-2 on the count. Cauley's going to take a timeout here super quickly. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is outside. 2-2. Game's not over yet, folks. Certainly not over yet. Two delivery. And that ball is fouled away. Cauley stays alive. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is outside yet again. 3-2 count. Here on Cauley. Oh, man. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. 1 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Coming up to the plate next is Elias Diaz. Seems like the Rangers' offense has just been completely stifled. In these last 3 innings alone, from the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th, they've struck out a total of 7 times. Next pitch, that is outside. Way outside, 1-0. Elias Diaz 0 for 3 with a fly out at his last at bat. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Here's the 1-1. That is hit foul. Count is now 1-2. One and 2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him again. 8 strikeouts in the last 3 innings for White Sox pitching. And they're down to 1 more out to take home this series. It'll be Alejandro Osuna coming up to the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. The final batter, potentially. First pitch, that ball is hit over to second base. The throw is in time, and the White Sox take the game and the series by a final score of 4-2. Maidrov went 4 for 4 today, including 2 RBI singles. Benintendi went 2 for 4 today as well. And they made up 6 of the 7 hits today from the White Sox offense, and the bullpen was able to hold on, striking out 8 batters from the 6th inning on. What a phenomenal ball game from the White Sox, and they take home this one by a final score of 4-2. That will conclude our commentary here for tonight. It was a great night of commentary from the game earlier today to on to now. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. I would greatly appreciate it. We have commentaries coming up on Friday. Brewers, Rockies, followed by White Sox and Astros. So the fun does not stop here on the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below. Again, as I've said, we're only getting started. I will see you guys in the next stream.